Hello everyone, we will continue the topic hotkey in search help, and in the previous video we understood the purpose of hotkey is to select the elementary search help from the collective search help by passing the hotkey in the input field itself. It will directly take us to that dedicated search help. We just need to put equal to a name of the hotkey. Now we will further extend this because we have so many permutation and combination now we can use with the hotkey. Now we will come on to the fourth point. We already covered first 3 points in the previous video. The shortcut which we are entering into the input field, it is based upon the following convention. So in the previous video, I showed you how we can put the shortcut. So what is the naming convention of that shortcut? It is always equal to HK means hotkey dot S1 dot S2 dot S3 dot S4 dot S5, whatever the input fields are there. So now the question comes, HK, everyone understand that it is hotkey because in the previous video we discussed this. I put equal to and what is the hotkey. We put equal to A, equal to B, equal to C, equal to P, whatever is there. So what is this S1, S2 and S3? S1, S2 and S3 are the restrictions into that particular search help. Suppose I will go for simple example. How you are putting. Suppose if I will go for this collective search help, if I will go to VA02 transaction code. So far, if you want to directly move on to one elementary search help, but you are putting equal to and what is the hotkey for that elementary search help. Suppose I am going for equal to P. So what I will do whenever I will go for F4 help, it will directly take me to the search help where hotkey is P. Hotkey is P. So what is this? This point is clear, equal to HK. Now what is this? Dot S1 dot S2 dot S3. This is dot S1. So material is S1. This is S2. This is S3. This is S4. This is S5. So if you want to directly pass some values also here, you can pass that value here and it will automatically go into the dialog pop-up. Anyways, I will show you. And in the previous video, I told you this is very powerful because in hotkey, you can now put the selections also along with the hotkey with the help of dot. So now we will go for now further extension of that topic and we will cover these 3 points, and yes, it will give you more better picture of the hotkey. Now I will go for first point. If the hotkey is entered without restriction, the dialog box for restricting value appears. Anyways, this point is covered, but I will cover again. If the hotkey is entered without restriction, we are only putting the name of the hotkey. We are not going for any restriction. Means we are not going for any restricting the values. We are not passing any values. We are only putting equal to a name of the hotkey. So whenever I will go for F4 help, but it is saying that dialog pop-up for restricting the values appear. Yes, are we getting a dialog pop-up for restricting the values? Yes, you are getting because you are only passing the name of the hotkey. So it will take you to that search help and restricting value pop-up will be there. Now I will move on to next point. What is next point? If restrictions are defined, that dialog box for restricting the values will not appear and the hit list is displayed directly. Now I will show you that point. Suppose what I will do before putting it here, I will go to the F4 hand. Now suppose I will put the restriction value for sold to party. Just see what is the number S1, S2, S3, S4. So how I will put the sold to party restricted value. So firstly, I will check in the table. I will take a sold to party. Suppose I will go to back button. I will just go to execute. Suppose I will take this sold to party. Kunnan is your sold to party. You can take any value. Now, how I will put? Now, you cannot put directly dot that value because in that dialog pop-up, it is at the fourth position. So how you will put? Firstly, I will put dot. Now, I'm not going for any S1, so blank. This is dot, I'm not going for S2. Dot S3. Now I'm not going for any S3. Dot. Now I will put the value. I'll just copy the value. Just see how the hotkey is benefited. And customer prefer these kinds of shortcut. If I will go to F4 help, now you will be able to see. Have you seen? No dialog box appeared. We directly got the hit list where the sold to party is 30001. Yes, this is the way how your hotkey is working. We are not getting the pop-up. Yes, we are directly getting the hit list. Now, one request, if you are trying for same to same practical, your sold to party is so zeros before zeros are there. If you have zeros before sold to party, please put completely. Suppose if I will not put zeros because you all know there is a conversion exit. If I will not put this, I will not put zeros. Suppose I am simply going for 30001. So if I will go for F4 help, now you can see restriction pop-up is coming because system is not able to find the values because the sold to party is we have the zeros before that total length is 10 for this. So please pass the accurate input. Now I will move on to the third point. What is the third point? If exactly one hit is there, suppose you are going for restricting the values, but for that restriction of the value, there is only one record in that table. So in that case, the hit list will also not display. You will directly get the result. Suppose I will go for simple example. I checked in the table, there is one sold to party for which we have only one record. This is the sold to party, which in this sold to party has only one record. If I will go to F4 help, no dialog pop-up will come, no hit list will come. I will directly get the result. Suppose if I will do F4, have you seen I got the sales order 1195. If I will show you 1195 in the table, I will go for 1195. If I will go to execute, have you seen this is the sold to party? So if you have only one record, it will directly display that. So what is the summary of this particular video? Again, important, yes. In this video, we studied how we can combine hotkey with the restrictions also, restriction values also. So we have a dedicated naming convention which you need to follow for that shortcut which you are putting in the input field, equal to name of the hotkey, dot first restriction, dot second restriction, dot third restriction, dot fourth restriction, whatever you want to do. Then we covered these 3 points. Firstly, if you are only going for hotkey, then in that case, restriction pop-up will come. You can pass and restrict the values. Suppose now you want to pass the rest. Now you are passing the values for the restriction. In that case, dialog pop-up will not come for restricting the value. Directly, we will get the hit list. And I showed you that also. And in the third scenario, If based upon your restrictions, only one record is there, then we will not get the restriction pop-up, we will not get the hit list, we'll directly get the result into the input field. Now, in the next video, we will create elementary search helps, we will create collective search help, then we will pass the hotkey to those elementary search help, and we will see how we can move on to the individual or elementary search help with the help of hotkey. So in these two videos, I just explained the process with the help of standard collective search help. So that's it in this video. Thank you.